The Buckland family are steeped in greyhound history. They've always been based here at these kennels in Lichfield, and Stuart's dad was also a major player in making Perry Bar what it is today.
Dad started the kennels up. He had dogs with Frank Baldwin and Paddy Hancock's, and then had a go on his own at Norton Keynes, and then Cradley Heath, Coventry, and then Monmore. And when he got involved in reopening Perry Bar, I took over the licence, so I was 21 at the time and started on at Monmore at 21.
And so you literally grew up at these kennels as a child?
Yes, I was helping out in the kennels from 10 or 11 years old.
And then tell us the story behind Perry Bar, because your dad was heavily involved in making Perry Bar what it is today.
Yes, they closed the old site at where the One Stop Shopping Centre is now and moved over to where Birchfield Harrier's old track was. And there was a group of guys doing it, and they ran into a few problems, and my dad got involved and got some investors in, and they managed to open it up and get it up and running.
So you've never worked for anyone else other than your dad and yourself. So everything you've learned in greyhound racing has come from your dad. What did he teach you?
Always do your best, give them the best, and hopefully they give you the rewards.
And what is the best? What are your training beliefs? Because I have to say, all your dogs here today that we've seen are incredibly happy.
Oh, that's good of you. Well, we always think if you need plenty of staff and you need good staff, they need to be well fed and well exercised. If you get all those right, you've got a chance.
And I can't help but notice you've got a nice team of girls working for you. There's no young men around here.
No, we don't tend to have young men. They sometimes like a gamble, and I think the dogs take better to girls.
All of them just look very happy, very content, very playful. Are they well handled, your dogs? Is that part of it?
Oh, they're handled a lot, yeah. They're out plenty of times a day, galloped, walked, in and out the paddocks, groomed, ultrasound treatments. They're always being handled, so they enjoy it, yeah.
It's an interesting setup here as well with your racing kennels, and you can tell us how many dogs you've got here racing, and then a branch of the Greyhound Trust next door as well. Tell us how that works.
Yeah, we've got 70 in the racing kennels and up to 26 for the Greyhound Trust, the Hall Green branch. So we, with the retired ones, do all the feeding, grooming, paddocking of them, take them for the vets and get all the jobs done there. And the volunteers come in and do all the introductions to potential homers and all the awarenesses and take them for walks.
Does it work well for you? Because presumably it's a bit of an extra income, if nothing else.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I mean, the extra income helps because it's a solid income, and it's great to help out and see them get rehomed. It's lovely to see them, particularly ones you've had yourself that have gone in there, and then you see them going off to a home.
Do you think if given the space, for other trainers, it's something that they could maybe think about?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, definitely worth doing.
You've got some nice facilities here as well. I particularly like these big paddocks you've got where we've seen today the dogs can run free and stretch their legs.
Yeah. The facilities are always good here. We've got the gallop down the road and plenty of big fields to let them off in, and they love a bit of freedom.
And it's kept so nicely as well.
Yeah, it's quite a job keeping it all on top, but we do okay.
How important is it to you that the kennels are clean and the dogs are nice in their beds?
Oh, it's always important to keep clean. I mean, when things start to slip, they just slip further and further, so you've got to keep on top of all these jobs.
You've also been a big player on the British breeding scene for quite some time. How important is the breeding side to you? How much do you enjoy that?
Really enjoy the breeding. We've only really ever done one litter a year. We're looking at the moment to increase that to probably 2, possibly 3. But it's all about space, so down at the road we're going to build another big paddock for them. They have access to the gallop there quite a lot. But 2 or 3 litters a year would be fantastic. It's really enjoyable seeing them come through and grow and turn out hopefully decent.
Why is the reason for the increase? Is it because of a lack of breeding elsewhere or just something you enjoy?
No, because we've always enjoyed it, and potentially if we're going to have any big race dogs, they're probably going to come from our own breeding rather than buying them. We don't have the owners that are going to pay the big bucks. And there's always a place for them to run. I mean, you breed a litter and you have a star, but an A8 dog is also going to have a good life here and have plenty of races at Monmore, so it's worth doing.
How rewarding do you find that when you've bred a pup and it ends up winning a race, like you say, whatever grade, but certainly if you could end up breeding a champion, what does that feel like?
Oh, if you can breed a dog and it wins a competition, it's fantastic, or break a track record, yeah. It's the best feeling.